Whenever I listen back to something that I do, it just makes me feel weird.
She stood on a brightly lit stage at age 13, her voice raw and fierce. The audience sat in silence as Courtney Hadwin poured her soul into the song. No one expected a tiny girl from County Durham to shake a sold-out theater in America within seconds. Today, we will trace her astonishing rise, the moment that changed her life forever, and the tragedy that followed her dream. Stay with me as we narrate every twist and turn in Courtney Hadwin's journey, from a hopeful audition to a heartbreaking accident, and learn exactly how her spirit carried her through the darkest period of her life. They saw a fearless girl on stage, but what was the pain she hid behind that powerful voice? Before fame changed everything, who really was Courtney Hadwin behind closed doors? A little girl with big dreams, Courtney Hadwin was born on May 6, 2004, in Heselden, a small village in County Durham, England, to Anne-Marie Hadwin and Paul Hadwin. Her parents are hardworking, and even on busy days, they always found time to help nurture her talent in music. Young Courtney first heard soul music when she was very small. Her mother played music from different established artists. This helped her in her singing, as she had shown a passion for music at a tender age. She learned to tap her foot to strong rhythms and to hum along with different melodies. At age 3, she could dance with her hands up in the air whenever her parents played music in the house. Her love for music brought so much joy to her parents. They loved watching her do little performances in the house. The school introduced her to singing lessons at age 8. Her music teacher noticed her angelic tone and unique depth of voice. The teacher encouraged her to join the school choir. Weekly rehearsals in the school hall helped her grow more confident with each song she sang. Performing with classmates on stage at assembly gave her a sense of pride. She was nicknamed Rocker Girl by her schoolmates after they saw her sing and dance at the same time. She has a lot of confidence, and she was never shy about performing before a crowd. She enjoyed singing. Courtney Hadwin was deeply committed to her art. She never missed her music lessons. She learned to pay attention to breathing so her voice could reach the highest note. Early before school, she would practice vocal scales in her bedroom mirror and even write lyrics at that young age. At the age of 10, she formed a group of neighborhood children to sing and play within the hood. They called themselves Durham Soul. Their parents supported them in so many ways. They even contributed to purchasing guitars and drums for them. Small crowds could gather to watch them and sing along. Her community began to notice her talent. A reporter from a local newspaper wrote a short feature about a young singer with an angelic voice. The headline read, "A young girl brings soul to County Durham." That article made her parents proud, and it gave Courtney a reason to believe her voice mattered. She also went for training at Shotton Hall Theatre School, and Marie drove her to practice each weekend. The music teacher she found there worked with her on phrasing and control. Courtney learned how to shape her voice to match the emotion of each song. Expressing feelings through sound became her goal. Her first real stage was at a small festival in Durham City. Thousands of people came to watch. Standing under those lights made her feel nervous at first. Quickly, she found focus and gained confidence. When she finished singing the final song, everyone applauded her. Even those who did not know her name cheered because they felt moved by her great voice. Her friends and even classmates often asked her to sing at birthday parties and events within their neighborhood. Standing before a small group of familiar faces helped her learn to share her feelings through music. Each time she picked a song, she selected those with lyrics that she felt inside. That choice made every song beautiful and enjoyable for listeners. By age 12, her dreams had grown bigger than her hometown. She saved the pocket money given by her parents. She wanted to chip in and help them pay for her plane tickets. The idea of sharing her gift on a larger stage became her hope. Late at night, she wrote the goals she would love to achieve. This child was born talented, and this made her special. I can feel it. Can you? Support from family and friends made every step feel easier. Her mother always told her to work hard, stay humble, and remember her goal in life. Those words stayed with her as she prepared to travel far from home. Dreaming of a bigger world beyond Heselden became the first chapter of her story. She was just a kid with a suitcase and a dream, but would America see her gift or leave her forgotten in the crowd? What happened when she finally took the stage? The audition that stunned America in the summer of 2018, 13-year-old Courtney Hadwin stepped off a plane in Omaha, Nebraska, carrying her small suitcase, a leather jacket, and a great determination. She had never been to the United States before. Family friends had warned her about jet lag and advised her to rest well after landing, but her mind was fixed on one goal, which was earning a place on America's Got Talent. On the morning of her audition, Courtney arrived at the CenturyLink Center feeling excited and nervous at the same time. Inside the holding area, hopeful singers and dancers practiced in small groups. Backstage staff called names at random, leaving contestants to wait in silence for their turn. Courtney Hadwin held her fedora in one hand and gripped her audition form in the other. She took a deep breath and followed the producers through a narrow hallway onto the stage. The judges' table sat under bright lights. Simon Cowell, Heidi Klum, Howie Mandel, and Melby watched each act without applause until the final bit. When Courtney walked to the center of the stage, silence fell over the audience. She wore a little black leather jacket, a white shirt, and dark jeans. Her hair fell in loose waves around her shoulders. Silence spread through the hall as the band began the opening chords of Piece of My Heart. At first, her voice came out soft. She closed her eyes and felt the beat in her chest. In a moment, her true power burst forth. Her tone cracked with longing and strength. She stomped her foot in time with the music, moving like a singer twice her age. Every note held grit and feeling. Simon leaned forward, eyebrows raised. Heidi sat upright, with her eyes wide open. Howie covered his mouth with his hand, unable to hide his surprise. Melby tapped her fingers on the table, waiting for more. When the final chord rang out, the theater exploded in cheers. Judges stood and applauded her amazing performance. A special moment came when Simon hit his buzzer, sending a red light glimmering onto the stage. Courtney's eyes opened. She saw Simon smiling and reached for her fedora. She glanced at the judges and then at her mother, who was weeping tears of joy backstage. A producer handed her a microphone for a short interview. With a shaky voice, she said, "I love to sing. It makes me feel free." The simplicity of her answer touched viewers. Her performance clip spread across social media that same night. By morning, it had gained over 10 million views on YouTube. News outlets from the New York Times to BBC posted articles calling her the voice of a teen Janis Joplin. Headlines praised her fierce style and raw power. Newspapers in her hometown of Heselden ran front-page features describing how she had taken America by storm. Producers invited Courtney back the next day for a more private audition. In a glass room, cameras rolled as she met fellow contestants and judges again. She performed an original song written by her vocal coach, Laura, titled Heart and Soul. Even without the full stage lights, her voice carried emotion through every corner of the room. Simon praised her creativity in choosing a song that reflected her feelings. He said, "You are not just copying anyone. You are yourself." That moment proved critical. Judges ensured she would advance directly to the live shows. She left the audition room with a group of fellow performers, all hugging her and